Dear Singaporeans, I'm Nalla here, candidate for Nisun GRC. It is indeed a privilege and honor to be standing as a candidate under the banner of Progress Singapore Party. I would like to elaborate on the 5 policy areas that PSP will address when we enter Parliament. Number 1. You deserve better job opportunities. Many Singaporean jobs have been displaced, especially the professionals, managers, executives and technicians, PMETs. Many were already having a tough life before COVID-19. Now it's made even worse. Many are either unemployed or underemployed. Many of those affected are in their 40s and 50s with school-going children and aging parents to look after. They are really having a tough life to put food on the table. Now, even our graduates from universities and polytechnics are having a very hard time finding good jobs. Based on latest studies in Asia, NUS is number 1, followed by NTU, number 2. In world rankings, NUS is 11th and NTU 13th. SMU and SUTD are well-recognized universities as well. So it's really unfair that our own graduates are unemployed while foreign students who come here to study have taken up their jobs. How sad can that be? So PSP has come out with the following policies to address this pertinent issue affecting many Singaporeans. Singaporeans come first policy. Job opportunities must always go to a Singaporean first. Only when the necessary skill set is unavailable, the job can go to a foreigner. Fresh foreign graduates from local universities and polytechnics are not allowed to work in Singapore. They need to go back to their home countries or other countries to find work. Only when they have necessary work experience which Singapore needs and is unavailable here, they are more than welcome to come back. We are not xenophobic, but we would like to give better job opportunities to Singaporeans first. More accountability of the jobs bank. Presently, yes, we have a jobs bank, but not sure of its effectiveness. A regular audit needs to be undertaken to ensure its effectiveness of getting much more Singaporeans employed. Skills-based training. More skills-based training relevant to the fast-changing economic environment is needed. On-the-job training to gather the necessary skill sets coupled with classroom training will benefit those making a career switch. The organizations providing the on-the-job training will be more than happy to employ them as they will be very relevant and productive. The second policy, you deserve a lower cost of living. Singaporean living costs have been ever increasing, leaving little savings for their well-deserved retirement. Yes, Singapore is one of the costliest countries in the world to live in. Even foreigners from developed countries feel the same. PSP proposals is as follows to reduce the cost of living. Say no to GST increase from 7% to 9%. The government has announced in Budget 2018 that sometime between 2021 and 2025, they have decided to raise the GST by additional 2% to 9%. GST is a regressive tax and it affects the lower strata of society much more. Some might feel it's just 2%, but the percentage increase in prices will be much higher than that, which many Singaporeans can ill afford. We are proposing that there should be GST exemptions for basic necessities like food essentials, healthcare, education and the like. A 5-year freeze on all government taxes and fees. Doubling of the ComCare benefits from $500 to $1,000 per month, taking into account inflation. And to boost the total fertility rate, TFR, and to ensure we have a core group of Singaporeans, PSP is proposing a monthly payout of $500 for the second and third child for up to 10 years. It will cost us about $2 billion per year, and we have identified areas where we can trim some expenditures to fund this payout. We need to boost the budget for the childcare sector too, so that parents will feel encouraged to have more children with the assurance that the children will be well taken care of. The third policy, you deserve more affordable housing. HDB home prices have escalated quite a lot and it has become unaffordable for many. Too much CPF funds are being tied up to service HDB housing loans, leaving less for retirement. We are proposing that HDB homes for first-time buyers to be about 3 times one's annual salary. Also, for first-time home buyers, they can participate in the rent-to-own scheme. They can rent the homes for the first 5 years and then decide whether to continue renting it or buying it. If they decide to buy, the rentals paid will be considered as part of their installment payments. As the younger couples have a home, they'll be more ready to start having kids, which will also improve the TFR. Some might fear that it could cause a dampening effect on the resale market. PSP has proposed that all HDB homes would be entitled to selective en bloc redevelopment rights. There are about 1 million HDB homes. Either the owner can upgrade to a new home or they can sell away the selective en bloc redevelopment rights and top up their retirement accounts, which is estimated to be between $100,000 to $150,000 per HDB home. The fourth policy, you deserve lower healthcare costs. Singaporeans in jest say that if the illness doesn't kill you, the bill will. Government hospitals have been restructured in such a way to generate profits. Due to the aging population, healthcare costs are expected to rise further. Singapore spends 4.5% of GDP, whilst many developed countries spend about 6% to 8% of GDP. To have an effective healthcare system, PSP is recommending the following. 1. Government to pay for all MediShield and CareShield premiums. As the government is paying for it, it will certainly ensure that healthcare costs are maintained at a more sustainable level. 2. Restructured hospitals should operate on a cost recovery basis instead of focusing on profits. 3. We have to move to a preventive healthcare system as compared to a curative healthcare system. Educate the young to live a healthy life in terms of food consumption, exercise, and mental well-being. And the fifth policy, you deserve a better retirement program. Presently, almost 50% of Singaporeans cannot meet the minimum sum of $181,000. If they don't meet the minimum sum, they can only withdraw a mere $5,000 at age 55. After working for more than 30 years, they would like to spend some of it when they reach 55, and after all, it's their own hard-earned money. So firstly, PSP is proposing to increase the maximum withdrawal limit of up to $50,000 if one does not meet the minimum sum requirements. The minimum sum should not be increased so regularly as many Singaporeans cannot meet the target. 2. Under the selective en bloc redevelopment rights, government funds not used for HDB upgrading could then be used to top up one's retirement account. This will certainly be very helpful in the retirement years. PSP logo is a palm tree. We are an eco-friendly party. Our proposals are as follows. Reduce immigration, increase usage of electric cars, increase usage of alternative sources of energy, continuously greening Singapore, and lastly, clean toilets at public places. We have laid out the plans for Singaporeans to know that we are a credible party. Dr. Tan Cheng Bock, at 80 years, decided to re-enter politics for the future of Singapore. We share this same strong passion where we want to help better the lives of our fellow Singaporeans with compassion. at the polling station, think carefully whether you like to continue with the present situation for the next 5 years. We are here to serve you. Despite facing personal risks entering politics, we care for the future of Singapore. You gave a strong mandate to the PAP in 2015, and now look at your life. Is it better or worse? If you want positive changes in your life, please support us and vote for PSP. We will work hard for the betterment of your life, your children and grandchildren. We are one of you and we understand your problems, and our feet is firmly planted on the ground. Vote for the palm tree. Vote for PSP. Thank you very much. For country, for people.